Die, but all you know will follow.
Hello everyone, Mr.Google here, welcome to my next video. Today it's something different again. I was browsing through a list of games I wanted to play and I have not played before, and today we're going to play some Nosgoth, which is a free-to-play game. You can get it on Steam as well. Check the links in the description later on, but first let me explain what it is. So I played a few games and I recorded all of them, but this was basically my first game and I consider it to be the best, so if some of you guys are an expert out there, please bear in mind this was my first match, but I do think it's the best one, so proceed to follow the first or follow up 8 minutes of this game and you'll see what you can do. What is Nosgoth? Well, first of all, you can play as the vampires. In this case I'm playing the Reaver, which is a very mobile and pretty fast vampire. And you can also play as the humans in the other round. So first you play as a vampire, then as a human, or the other way around. The vampires have certain advantages and so does the humans, so I'll explain. The vampires, for example, they can climb walls. Humans cannot do that, so I'd consider them to be more mobile, something like that. And yeah, it has been a while around on Steam. I think it was early access and that's why I have not played it before, I'm not sure. But it is free to play, and if you guys can check it out as well, might place a link to the Steam store as well. If you guys are considering to download this after watching this video, please use my link in the description, that will support me. But I think it is the most fun when you can play it with friends, this game, because currently I'm playing it alone, so which is pretty good, but the next time I'm going to ask 3 friends because it's 4 versus 4. And in this case, as said before, I'm playing alone, but you can still do your own thing, right? It's very user or noob friendly, and I'll explain. Once you first join the game, you can also join a specific lobby, play versus other players with a maximum level or rank. So I think it's rank 15 or something. Don't blame me on that if they changed it or it's different. But at least if you're starting to play, you can be the noob and play versus other noobs, because I am one. So it starts off pretty easy. You have some basic abilities and you have 1000 health. Some characters have more health obviously, but this one has got 1000, which is called the Reaver. You get that unlocked from level 1, so don't get worried. You can press the F button and you will get a temporary some sort of immunity, but the downside is you can't attack. And only after you kill a player, for example like here in the gameplay, you can then eat them and execute them and then regain your health. Look, I got 1000 health again. And that's different, for example, than with the humans. Well, the vampire does regenerate a little bit if you're very low on health, let's say under 100 or something. I think you do regenerate to a 300 health, but after that you can only get your health from executing other players. The humans mechanic works a little bit different. Across the map they have some sort of relics or supply stashes across the map, and they can only use that once per location every few minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So far I really like it. I really think the balance seems to be in order. This is my one of my first matches, so keep it with a grain of salt, but let's jump straight to the humans. Right now this is called the Hunter character. It is yeah, a pretty fun one to use. You also have a big muscular guy as well, for example, or the beefier ones, and they're obviously a little bit more tanky and slow, but I really like it. This, for example, character has a slingshot ability. You can throw something and you can temporarily trap them. If you watch closely, I use it over here. You see the big dude? I trapped him for a few seconds so he could move and he's almost dead. I will finish him off here right with my team, which is very fun. And the other cooldown you have is something like high explosive grenades. So you shoot 3 arrows or grenades, whatever you want to call them, and they do a lot of damage. And they're basically like medium cooldown, so like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, not too much. And if you really time it right, it can be a lot of fun to do it like this. If you also factor in the ratings, this game seems to have very fair ratings, and I think and I believe that the free-to-play implementation is also very fair. in the way of giving you an experience boost. Well, if you want to go through the game quicker, you can spend money for stuff or whatever, but so far it doesn't seem to be an issue. So if you have some sort of a PC, I think the system requirements are very low. I will probably link something in the description as well to see if you guys can play it as well. But for example, now with the humans, as you guys can see, I have not climbed up the wall because I mentioned earlier you cannot do that. You do have the advantage of being a little bit more ranged. So if they are from afar, you can already tag them a little bit. So I think the thing is that you kind of have to stick together, and once you see someone, trap him like this, throw him in the slingshot, and you can easily get it down. So I believe those are just a few spawned minions, but it is fun. You guys will get the point, probably. I do want to know, have you guys heard of this before? Because I have not heard of it a lot, but it does seem to get great ratings. And sometimes you really have those fun games, and I believe, or I think, that if you got a few friends, or maybe one, it could be a very fun game to coordinate with each other and then time your shots and abilities, or link them or chain them to get someone down. And it's very fun because the vampires, once you get them low, they really cannot regain their health unless they are able to kill you. So I think the strategy would be to stick together as the humans, go to the supply chains. You can see them on the map to your down position over there, and you can see the little medic indicators, and use that and you'll get like 800 health off 1,000. So that's great, right? And as you guys can see, the ultimate abilities, if you time them right, you can really pump out a lot of damage. So this gameplay, I think it is coming to an end. I would really like to know that if you guys want to, please support me with the link in the description. This is somewhat of a sponsored video in the way of I can choose my own games which I want to play. So I'm trying to be, or at least I'm promising you guys to stay objective. Check out the other reviews for yourself if you wanted to, because they're highly positive even in the Steam store. So I would greatly appreciate it if you check out the corresponding links in the description, download this game, sign up and give it a try. It is free. I mean, why not, right? So as always guys, thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you next time, and thank you for all of the good support. And please let me know in the comments down below, after you left a like down below, if you seem interested in this game. So I will say thank you, you and goodbye.